Hey guys, this is Christian and welcome back to my channel. So today is such a special day for me because I am finally going to listen to the remainder of Marina's new album called Love and Fear. I'm finally gonna listen to the Fear side. I already heard some snippets the other day and it was because I was watching Marina's Q&A. I literally started crying listening to some of them because they just sounded so beautiful. Is anybody else watching the live stream with Marina talking about Love and Fear? Because I'm like choking. Believe in love, life is strange so far, like I can't do it. And I feel low-key fake like listening to these snippets, but obviously I need to see this fucking Q&A. But I feel fake listening to these snippets because I'm gonna react to this soon. But bitch, like, okay. I don't know which one's gonna be my favorite, but I'm very excited to let you guys know. Before we get into this video though, please press subscribe so you don't lose me, and let me know in the comment section what kind of things you want to see on my channel, and I'll respond back like I always do. With that being said, let's get into this album. Can we just, okay, I'm gonna just end of the earth, just so we get that feeling of like the full album, you know? You say that I'm different to the cause you did it. Oh god, I have chills already. I feel like the production is kind of different for her. A piano. Okay. She's never satisfied, even though he's giving her everything. Ooh. The piano is a nice addition to the song. I like that distortion too of the vocals. There are details in the background though. I like that this song is kind of coming midway through the album. We're getting into the Fear side, so for one of the first things that she says to go into this Fear side after listening to a whole album of love songs, not really love songs, but you know, all concepts about love, for her to be like, I need to believe in love. It's like, I really like that. I think it was really smart for her to put that at the beginning of this side of the album. I also think it's interesting though that like we went from End of the Earth talking about how she's gonna love them till the end of the earth, and then we're getting into this place where she's like, I still don't believe in love. It's almost like, was End of the Earth kind of about, you know, a relationship that was ending, maybe? You know, a relationship that, you know, she felt like she was never gonna let him go, you know, or whoever it is, they were never gonna let them go, even though maybe she has to. Oh, come on, with the birds, baby. Okay, I like that.
Oh, God.
It's ending beautiful. Come on. Come on. Is it still going though, bitch? Don't make me cry now.
It's so good.
I love that ending to that song. Like, why is it the smallest things that get me emotional with Marina? Like, it's the smallest thing. Like, she didn't need to extend it that long, you know, but she did. And it wasn't one of those moments where you're like, okay, is the song gonna end? No, it's like you're still living in that world. You're still in that. You're still feeling it. I feel like a lot of times she adds vocals that almost sound like an emotion. Like, they almost sound like, whether it's like a whining or like a hurting or a pain or, you know, a happiness or whatever. But I just feel like she always adds vocals that do that. And I think that's why it got me a little bit emotional at the end, because you could still feel that. Why is it that everything that you give me is never enough? It's because she's not fully happy with herself. She's not fully in the place that she needs to be in order to accept this love that this person's giving her. Because it seems like this person's giving her everything. And it's interesting because she also talked about that. I think it was in the Q&A, how she was having a hard time early on in her relationship with the person that she's with right now, because she was kind of damaged or whatever, you know? And I'm interested, you know, as we get into the album, because the last song is Soft to Be Strong, so I think that really is just telling that it's gonna be about her finally being vulnerable and realizing that vulnerability is a strength. So I really went in on this song, but yes, that was a beautiful song. Violins! But it seems like it's gonna be a bop, like it's gonna pick up, because it's kind of like already, come on. This is the one that she said that it was about us.
Come on. Oh.
Oh. Yes, I love that. See, because I keep talking about this Q&A. If you haven't seen the Q&A, watch the goddamn Q&A, bitch. So you're on the same page with me. But in the Q&A, she talked about, I think it was her manager who talked about how it kind of reminded her of Family Jewels. And I kind of do hear that. Ah, I like this. I like the way that it switches up. Oh, girl. I'm excited to see this live.
Come on.
It's a lie, bitch. We're not. Come on. This is literally so relatable. And all we know that life is a goddamn mess. She's kind of like evaluating herself now, it almost seems like. She's almost like, in the beginning, she was like talking about, you know, how she doesn't know if she believes in love, basically because of the things that she's been through. And then Life is Strange is kind of like her now looking within herself and being like, what is going on around me, and like, what am I doing, you know? And realizing that we're all like that though. Like, we're all freaking confused. Just because we look cute on social media, I know I look cute on social media, but just because we look cute on social media and we pretend like everything's good, like everything is picture perfect, it's not. And this is relatable to a lot of people because we're all a hot ass mess. I was saying that I'm really excited to watch this on tour though because I like the violins, and I wonder, well no, because she said that she's not gonna have violins, or she's not gonna have a band on tour, but she is gonna have performers with her, which I'm interested to see because I feel like this one could be very like performance oriented. Like I feel like you get a lot from this song because it feels almost like a symphony. It feels almost like it's theatrical. We're good so far. You know, I've said before, like, there's nothing that Marina has made that I do not like, if not love. So I really don't expect to listen to anything and be like, no, I don't like this one. She should have took this off the album, like a lot of bitches do. You don't know me like you think you do. Is she talking to us?
Oh, come on.
Very, very, very pop. Ooh. Vocals are really pretty. The topic though, I'm a little bit confused. Ooh, I feel like this one's gonna be good with earphones because I feel like there's a lot of background vocals. Me like you think you do. I like that line a lot. That's probably the most pop song I've ever heard of hers. I feel like this one is one of those ones that's gonna grow on me a lot like True did. The more that I listen to True, for some reason, like that one really grew on me. Like I really like the production, I really like the vocals in the background. And I feel like this is one that I'm gonna feel the same way because I noticed that there's little details in the background that I cannot hear through the stereo. But I know that there's a lot of vocals and there's a lot of layering in there, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot of things in the production that's gonna make it really beautiful. I'm still confused about the lyrics though, so I feel like I'm gonna have to investigate that a little bit more later because I'm like, what are we really talking about here? Like, can you let go or can you not let go? Do you love him or do you not love him? Which one is it, Marina?
Oh, oh girl.
Like the rhythm is like, ooh, bitch. Okay. Ooh. Why does it remind me a little bit of Coldplay too, like the production? Come on. Come on. I love a good bridge. Oh, I like this. Come on, build up. Oh. The thing is, I know that there's layers to this in the production. I know that there is. Because I keep peeking it. I keep hearing it. I hear all of that, but I don't really hear all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear it. Like, there's a little peek in there that I'm like, oh, there's something there. But I'm not going to find out until later when I'm listening to it on my own time with my earphones on. Very excited for that. I feel like this topic of the song reminds me kind of Better Than That because she's like saying like, yeah, but karma's gonna get you for what you've been doing. Like, karma and you kind of feel like they live in the same world as baby, just in my opinion. And that's kind of interesting to me because on the last, when I did my reaction for love, I felt like baby was the one that kind of sounded like the oddball out. It's hard to Ooh, girl, like her voice came in so hard, like really quick out of nowhere. Let's do this again. This already kind of reminds me of like Superstar, how it was kind of like low, dark, but then it picked up. I feel like this can happen here. It's hard to see that you wanna be free, 'cause I don't love you in the way that you want me to. What I'm understanding, she's saying, you don't know that you want to be free. You don't realize that you don't want to be with me. You don't realize that I cannot love you the way that you want to. So you don't realize that you need to go. Like, this relationship is not going to be for you because I'm not going to fulfill you. You don't realize that you need somebody else. Somebody, I don't want to say better, but you know, somebody better for you. Strong intro already. I just restarted it, but I'm not mad because I'll listen to it again. It's hard to see. And the heartbeat in the background. What the fuck? Listen to that. Oh my god. Bitch!
Oh my god!
Oh god, that was like short, but so fucking sweet and so freaking, so freaking special. I look, you want us to restart it, but I'm not again. There's just such delicacy. Oh, see, this is too much for me because again, there's details in there. Do we hear that? The aura that this carries, the power. Were you just too scared to let go?
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Ooh, I hear that. And then adding lines at the end. If you want to survive, then ignorance is bliss. Girl, this is too much for me. Wow. If that's not in your top songs for this album, then you have no taste. And this one did that to me. It gave me a completely different vibe. It was a little bit more intricate. It was a little bit more personal. It felt like a little bit more intimate. Like she was like whispering to me, like trying to get into my head, like, ooh, yes, girl. And I really like that. I really want to look into the lyrics a little bit more though, because I'm an unemotional being. Oh, since I was a teen, cut my feelings off clean. Okay, so really it's about that she's not emotional, okay? Did you ever truly love me? Did you ever truly, were you just too scared to be free? Are you just too scared to be free? My God is dying silently. Ooh, my God is dying silently. Girl, what does that mean though? I am not able to give you the love that you need because I'm an emotional machine. Kind of an unexpected one for me. I wasn't expecting to hear something like that because we have just been going through so many songs that are more upbeat and more bop-ish. So I'm really happy that we got something a little bit different. Girl, see, we're going into like this dark era of the album and I'm happy about it, but I feel like we've been on a high. This kind of reminds me of True Colors.
I'm too afraid. That's beautiful.
Ooh, and there's a little violin in there. Kind of reminds me of Maroon lyrically too. Oh, girl. Ah, beautiful. Oh, girl, don't do this. Oh, don't be done. I wanted to keep going in that forever. That was a beautiful song. You know, it's a very relatable song. It's a very honest song. She's saying, you know, God, it's so relatable because a lot of people feel this, and myself included. Like, sometimes you know that you're not in your happiest place. You know that you need to try something different. You need to go somewhere else, you know, but you stay because you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you still stay because you're just too afraid. You're too scared to make that step to get out of it. What if I don't find somebody else that loves me like this person does? That's a real feeling right there. Been there, done that. You know, what if I try something new and it fails? You know, what if I never get to find happiness? Like, should I have just settled? That kind of thing. So I feel like it's a really honest track and it's a very relatable track. I feel like I love the production. It kind of reminded me of True Colors. That's why I love you. True Colors. Just the beginning. I really love that one. I feel like it was like, you know, that vulnerability that we love to hear from Marina, you know. We love to see her, you know, talk about like those things, you know, those things that make her the most human, you know, the things that we really can all relate to, because we all feel like sometimes like we're alone in things, but when she talks about it, it's kind of like, ah, see, that's what we're talking about. Like, we're there with you. We feel that too. You feel that, Marina? We feel it too. Like, we're here for you. Okay, we're back to bops. Oh, see, we're getting into that Caribbean vibe. Yeah, so she's learning and she's growing, you know, because she used to deal with people that were taking advantage of her or that weren't really respectful to her emotions. You know, like Lauren Haregi said, respect my energy. And there were some people that were not respecting her energy. And she's like, I finally learned. I finally realized. I see the signs. I understand. Oh, that was just the pre-chorus. I'm just trying to draw the line. I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm just trying to be good to myself. Oh. Bitch, she's talking about those moochers. She said don't use the towels in the bathroom, and you use the towels in the bathroom. They were just for decoration, but you used them. Yes. Oh, it changed up though. We're gonna rewind a little bit, because I be talking too much. Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Ah, there's some beautiful things in the production right there. It's like, it sounds almost like staticky or something. Yeah. No more suckers in my life. I'm not dealing with you dumb ass bitches. I wasn't thinking about like no more suckers like in the form that she meant, like suckers, like people sucking things from her life, like taking moochers, you know, mooching ass bitches. I didn't think that's what she was going to be talking about when I saw the title No More Suckers. But I like the lyrics of that, because she's talking about those people that have been taking advantage of her, that she at the beginning maybe didn't realize they were there, you know, but they were. There were people that just were not for her because they weren't really there for her. They were there for the things that she provided, what they brought to her life. But what about the things that you're supposed to bring to my life? Like, are you bringing me positive energy? Are you there for me? Are you going to be there when I need you? You weren't. And that's when I realized I had to cut you hoes out. So that's very relatable. Oh, girl, see, that's real as hell. That's real as hell. Fuck, it's too real. Because it's like, okay, like, think of like when you lose somebody, when you're in a relationship and love is lost. It's like, okay, but what now? You know what I'm saying? Or when you lose somebody in life, you know, that you really cared about and unfortunately they have passed. It's kind of like, it's fear. It's kind of like, how do I live without them? You know what I'm saying? And that happens in a lot of ways. So I feel like that's actually really powerful to say.
Oh god, I like that.
Oh, this feels like a happy sister. See, we're getting to that place, you know? We're getting to the end of this album. We're obviously at the end of this album, but she's getting to that place where she's finally like, I realize that I need to be soft to be strong. I realize that my vulnerability is actually a strength. And that's something that she struggled with throughout this album. Are we ready for this bridge? It was your mind, girl. You were fighting with yourself. Girl, she took a broken heart and made a beat the lyricism! God, why is this album over? And that's how we started over. Guys, that was a beautiful song as well. That was like a that was a ballad. That was like a real ballad. It reminded me of Happy because it kind of felt like that same kind of thing. Like, she has like a realization moment, you know, that she needs to do things differently, or she's kind of like realizing how her emotions have affected things and how she has had to change her perspective on how things are and allow herself to be vulnerable, and that itself brings her happiness and brings her peace, and that brings her strength. A lot of people deal with that where they're like, they put those walls up, you know, they put the walls up because they are not comfortable expressing themselves and being vulnerable with other people, and they're afraid of what that might mean, you know, being vulnerable. Like, what is that gonna mean? How is that gonna affect me? Am I gonna end up being hurt more? I feel like this album has been an exploration of herself and of the whole entire world, of everything. You know, she's kind of evaluated all aspects of life and love, because it feels so personal, it feels so specific, but at the same time it's not specific. It doesn't feel like she's necessarily addressing like a particular relationship, and maybe it's because we don't really know her relationships like that, because she does have a really good private life. Maybe that's what it is, or maybe we just don't know, so we're not attaching it immediately to somebody, you know what I'm saying? I really don't know what to say in terms of like which one is my favorite album of all of hers. I think I have to sit with this one for a while. To me, this is a 10 out of 10 album. Like, I don't care what anybody says, like, this is a 10 out of 10 album. Like, this is an amazing album. Like, it's just so well-rounded, and it has literally everything in it. Like, I don't know how you could listen to this and feel like there's something missing. Like, I get that some people feel about, like, you know, her style of music has changed and evolved, but at the same time, I feel like we're still getting that part of Marina in a lot of these songs. Like, To Be Human, like Emotional Machine. Like, I feel like End of the Earth, we're still getting this side of Marina that is always so special and like so concentrated. Like, it's her. Like, this is a little capsule of like her. Like, you're getting a piece of her. We have 16 songs, and if you don't find something in here that feels like Marina, then what the hell is your issue? Like, I'm not even gonna go into that. But I love this album so much. If I had to say my favorite songs on this album, like top guys, because I'm not lying when I say I like or love every song on this album. To Be Human is like definitely at the top. Emotional Machine is definitely at the top. And then from there, it's fucking hard. So this is my list of favorite songs to least favorite songs. But again, even my least favorite song is still a fucking bop. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please, if you made it to the end of this video, press the like button. And also click subscribe so you don't lose me. And let me know in the comment section, what did you think about this album and which were your favorites? And I'll respond back like I always do. Thanks guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.